Hello, ladies. Welcome back to MelodiMade. We are going to be working on today. This is an oatmeal box, and oatmeal boxes have a lot of their bending parts on the upper part and lower part, and in that sense, they become a oblong. So what I've done here is I cut the spine in half and overlapped it, which is what I do when I don't want such a such a large spine. And I had put the McDonald's napkins on there for texture. And then I had a bag of die cuts that I had been gifted, and I layered those on top. Hi, Annie. And then I did mixed media on it. I did some Delusions sprays and just kind of did a blue and green theme because I also have this, which is a leftover jelly plate print that I did not have a plan for. So I thought we would go ahead and decorate this box up. Then we are going to be filling it with these envelopes. And we'll talk about those in a minute. So I apologize for my voice this morning, ladies. I have a bit of a cold. I have taken cold medicine and I have a cup of tea here. And so I'm going to try really hard not to sound like I feel. Hi, Cindy Pratt. Oh, good morning, Mimi. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. You like that? Yep, that is a oatmeal box. It is layered up with texture with McDonald's napkin, and then Dilution sprays, and die cuts, and then Dilution sprays, and there is gesso inside of that layer mixture. But I thought what we would do is go ahead and cover the inside with this leftover jelly plate print, which, ladies, I am not in any of these things trying to be perfect. So just know that these projects are great for either stash busting or grandkids, to work with your grandkids on. This is more of a fun rather than, high end detail, trying to be perfect for anything. I got a bit of a mess going when I did this, and I had a blast. You know how it is. It is just fun to work with stuff. Hi, Free Spirits, Carol. Did you get to see Annie's video this morning? Oh my gosh, it was such a joy to watch her touch and pet everything. Oh my gosh. So I went with the green and blue theme because I had leftovers of things in that color realm, and that just worked for me to stash, to bust my stash. So if you happen to have something else, obviously, this could be Christmas themed, fall themed, birthday themed, pink themed, anything you want. Now, I do want to point this out, that when I am, oh yeah, you're going to love it. It's so fun to watch her pet things. So when I am covering a cereal box cover like this, or a hard cover, I put my glue down on my surface. I add my liner. See how I did that? Then I score with my score tool and start to bend up my cover so that this stays adhered to here. Okay, because we're going to glue this next. And that's a little tricky, and I'll tell you why. Because it needs to kind of solidify while it's moving, in motion almost, right? So I don't want it to be glued flat because then it will buckle. I don't want it to be glued this way because then it might tear. I kind of have to get a finesse, and it's something that comes with practice, where I'm doing both at the same time, right? But as it's doing that, it's just becoming, the fibers just start to work with what I'm asking them to do, right? So I'm going to not put this completely down. I just want it like about there. And then I'm going to come in with the other one. And these are just leftover from, oh my goodness. At some point I was doing something with leaves, but obviously it wasn't a fall, necessarily a fall vibe. They're ivy leaves, I think. So this is my favorite glue. Does not mean this is the glue you have to have. It just means that this is the glue that I use for this particular technique for sure. Now I do have these over, they are long enough to overlap on the spine. And if there's anything that hangs over, I will cut it off on these edges. Now, if I was doing a book that I had created the cover, I would have a little bit of an edge there so I wouldn't have to worry about that. But this is a cereal box or a oatmeal box. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around. Yes, Annie, the glue is definitely user friendly. It's on the same lines of fabric tack, but it just moves. Now see that right there. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but there's a buckle that wants to start. So I have to be careful, and I have to start back here again and just kind of move it and score it and move it and score it to where it wants to stay where it's supposed to without giving me a big buckle, right? Then I go ahead and put some more glue down here. And this, like I said, this is exactly how you would, this is the technique that I use on a hardcover book too. So, and I have some of those videos on my channel if you're curious. Okay, so I do have some overlap up here. It came out a little bit uneven. Not a problem in this particular case because all I have to do is this. No, sweetie. The little one is down here with me, of course, and she just isn't having it the same as some mornings. Some mornings it's like, okay, I'll just lay here and fall asleep. Other mornings it's like, no, we're going to discuss this. Okay, so do you see how, I'm trying to figure out which, this was my front. Doesn't matter technically. And then again, this was a little off, little uneven, which was me cutting freehand. And again, that's okay. How fun is it to just have some projects once in a while that, hi Judy, that that you don't have to worry about every tiny little thing, right? Just not worry about it. Okay, so there's the inside cover done. The outside cover was done with texture napkin, McDonald's napkins, and die cuts that were in spring colors that I probably didn't have a plan for, and gesso and Delusion sprays. Now this is pretty much done. I could add metal corners on this if I want to. I could glue a trim on there. I could do whatever I want. I'm not going to do any of that today because what we're going to move on to now is what we were going to fill it with. And what I wanted to fill it with were these cut down. So these were originally, I'm sorry, I'm not exactly sure. It would be easy enough to find another one here. I have literally probably 100 of these. I've been saving them that long. So these were 8.5 inches long, and I cut them down to 7.5 inches long. But I did it on the end that did not have the hi Sassy, did not have the pocket or the window, right? And some of them don't have the window, but some of them do. So and then I took, and before you guys got here, or not that before you got here, before I went on live, I glued all of the flaps down, which I could have easily have done before I cut them. But anyway, so that's what I ended up with. Okay, so this is a return envelope, technically called junk mail. Now I've taken 2 of them because, sorry ladies, I wasn't on the ball as well as I should have been. But I did take 2, and I have 2 different ideas here. One is washi tape to make this into, no. Everyone says hi, but you got to stay there. Sorry, ladies, she's getting spoiled lately, which is okay, you know. This one, I took a piece of 1 inch by whatever the inches are, by just about 4 inches, 1 inch by 4 inches cardstock, and scored it, and then put washi on the inside, right? So I glued this to the outside, which is going to definitely be more stable, That would be the way I would recommend it. And that is a scrap piece that's left over from another project that I was doing. Okay, so this is all scrap stuff. This washi tape is not, I ended up with like 3 rolls of it. Didn't for a project I thought I was going to need a lot of rolls, didn't. So I'm definitely busting my stash, right? So let's say that I get these ready, and I made enough of them to do 3 pages in each signature, and I was thinking 3 signatures, but it may even need more to fill it. And it's not a great fit. See, the envelopes are a little bit narrow, but I thought maybe I could go up or down and then do tabs, right, to make it kind of fun. Tab, 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 all the way down, up or down. So there's ways to make it work. You just got to get inventive, right? So wouldn't that be kind of cute if there was these tabs, especially like maybe lace or cloth ones on top there? But so this is literally, again, 100% recycling and busting your stash and using scraps and junk mail, right? Just major junk mail. The other thing I was going to tell you very quickly about this is when you're gluing these, I'll show you how to do one. Not that you technically need it, but just in case, is I took the glue stick and I just went down the area. But on some of them, I got a little aggressive and I ended up getting glue on the inside. And so I took something that would fit down in there and made sure to move it around to where I didn't end up having it stay glued. Okay. So that is that. Now, all of this would go with this project. And I'm really excited about seeing your guys' ideas and how, all I got to do is start the ball rolling, and I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. Now, remember, Mimi will be putting out a video today too. Actually, I also wanted to show you. Oh, I'm getting a little verklempt, a little distracted and disorganized. Hi, Linda. Hi, everybody. I so appreciate you ladies being here. This just means the world to me. It really does. So I have this product. Not everyone's going to have something like this, but if you do, this is the Nouveau Embellishments Mousse. I also have it in a brand called Inca Gold, and this comes in more than just gold. I have these 2 products. These are 2 products that I love. I have them in multiple colors. I used to only buy this one. Then when I realized I liked this one, I'm trying to get rid of these, and then I will only probably carry this in my little crafty zone here. But they do get dry. I put a baby wipe in there with some water, and that loosens it up. What I wanted to do, if I could, is show you. Let's see if I can get a little bit of this. I was thinking, I just imagined this was silver, but you see these flowers on there? To go over that with silver, I thought would be really pretty. Now, palette knife may not be the best option. It might be better if I come in with something softer and buff it. But do you see that? That even gives it a little bit more. And you know what I'm realizing is the silver kind of blends in. So maybe I even need something else. But I'm going to finish up all of these flowers with this so that they have some on there. Because what I do is I will throw an idea out there. But if I don't think, oh, that's not going to do what I thought it would do, I still have to put that layer on everything else. Kind of like makeup. It's like, oh, I'm not excited about that foundation, but I'll fix it later. But I got to put it all over my face. I can't just leave it on the one corner of my face, right? And so that's what this is kind of like. There we go. So there is the silver on there, but that isn't making it pop as much as I want it to pop. So let's try something else. I don't think I have anything in blue. I know I have a pink, which might be kind of fun. I have a gunmetal, which, or graphite. Might be too dark. And I have, I wanted to keep it the cool colors because anything else I have would go too warm. So let's try the pink. I mean, what the heck, right? I think I got that ready last night because I wasn't sure if I would use it or not. Let's bring this out. Oh, isn't that so pretty? Oh, I love it. It's a really beautiful shade of pink. If you like pink. If you do. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll grab this other side. And this would probably work even a little bit better with maybe a sponge. Do I have a sponge? You know what? I just don't work in the mixed media realm the way I used to. And I used to have everything right where I could see it, right where I could reach it. And then you get away from that just long enough. So I don't want this on the back. So I'm going to try to just get a little bit on the actual flower. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is obviously very not reality, you know. Oh, there goes my palette knife. Okay, so that brought some color in, didn't it? Good morning, hey little Missy. Oh, okay, so there's the pink and the silver in there now, which I really like that. There are a few other things that I could do, but I kind of think that will work. I could do something like, I don't know if I have enough of them, but right here behind me, I have these type of jimmy things, and I think a yellow in the middle. So I don't have enough of those, but I might have enough of these. These were gifted to me. It says these are homemade melted pony beads. Ooh, there's an idea, ladies. I don't know if I would be able to do it, but that's awesome. Isn't it funny the things you find in your stash that you were gifted? Okay, so what I was thinking is how cute would those little yellow centers be? Oh, I tell you, my fingers don't work the way they used to. Doesn't even have to all be yellow. All right. Maybe we do a pink one in this big center one. Oh, that's adorable. And again, I am busting my stash. I was gifted these probably 3 years ago. And I have not used them, not for the lack of wanting to, but because I just didn't know that, you know, either I couldn't find them when the right project came, or I didn't have the right project. But here we are. Oh my gosh, this is so fabulous. Now, I don't know how well, this glue is pretty good. It might be better you use an E6000. Put a green one on here. Melted pony beads. Who would have thought? And just imagine if you had some left over from something that, you know, a project that you didn't, I don't know what the temperature would be. I would Google it. I would Google it and see what the temperature would be. Oh, this is so fun. See, and I didn't even know what, and I usually don't though, ladies. You know that. You know, we're always free ranging it here on Melody's little circus. Okay, so oh, I would love another one of those blue ones, but I don't have it. So I'm going to do the orange because the orange is over there. There we go. Okay, so how fun is that? This would be a really fun summer project, which I know summer's over, bad timing. How about Christmas vacation? How about winter vacation? How about the weekends for the grandkids or kids? And you could use any of these types of enamel, glitter, duos, drops, things. Any of those kind of things would work. Oh, there's the yellow. I could have done all yellow, but I think I like the color. And I really like the fact that it wasn't something bought. It was something that was hand created. So yeah, things come together the way they're supposed to. They do. So I got to let this sit and dry. So there's that. And that is just going to be a really fun cover, you guys. And with the envelopes, the way they're going to be, I think it'd be fun. Maybe a tag book, right? Because I'm going to be making some tags. Yeah, everything always comes together. So that's what that's going to be about. Now, I do have a couple of covers here. This one is a larger serial, or I don't know, Not sure if that's a cereal box or a cracker box or what, but it's very stiff. It's a very good one. And I started to cover it with some cardstock, and then I got distracted and didn't come back to it. This one I gessoed and got started and didn't get back to it. So, but isn't that fun? When you think about all the different ways that you could do a cover, either layering up with your stash, right? It's just going to be fabulous, because you guys, you're not going to have to already have, you're not going to have to, you don't have to build a lot. You don't have to learn how to make a book. You don't have to alter a book. You just practice on these, and then you get a lot of different techniques that you get down with very little. Oh, come on, camera. Don't you want to play? Right? There we go. Now, I did make something that the video will go up tomorrow. And I'm trying to think if I even know where it is. And I might not, because that's the way I roll. But what happened is that not tomorrow, Sunday 2 videos will come out. Tomorrow 1 video will come out. Sunday has 2 blue projects that I think you guys will like. Oh, thank you, Scrapbook Love. Thank you, Judy. But I did want to go over with you guys again about the junk mail and recycling, in case anybody hasn't seen that portion of the videos. I have another stack here. I can't lose these because these are my projects. So there we go. Okay. So I found a whole nother big stash of these, because literally, you guys, I have been saving them for almost 4 years. So there was a lot. I just had to get to all the different spots that I had them, which is not a good thing. I'm not bragging. I'm ashamed. It should be easily enough for me to keep everything in one spot, but it's not. It's just not. So McDonald's napkins. My husband at one time had a bit of a McDonald's addiction at lunchtime, and he would always be given, so he'd bring them in the house. So we have a bit of a stash of those, and those are great for texturing. And then the other thing, and I haven't gotten one made up, but you take these and you layer them, say 2 or 3, and then you, and maybe one of you ladies could do it and show me how it turns out. Hi, Cooking Up Crafts. But you die cut it and it becomes like a soft, it's supposed to be really cool. I've seen it done. It's awesome. I just haven't had a chance to do it. Now, I always say that the more matte the paper is, you see how that's not shiny? That's the pieces you're going to want to save. The shinier it is, the more you have to work and struggle with it. See how shiny that is? But that's such a cool little booklet. You see how it's already like a booklet? So I thought maybe, you never know. You never know with me. This would be more of a structural thing. You see how that's a nice, that would be a really great structure. Unless you had like 2 of them, and then they could become a cover, right? They'd be a nice cover. These types of things here, which if I could find that other journal that I had just made, are going to be going into books as pages for collaging. So I keep all of these. Again, there is this one, which was kind of fun. Look how it folds out, which we can fold, but if it's already done for you and all you got to do is decorate on it, it just feels inspiring, right? It just feels like some of the work got done. These come out of the magazines. I've been saving those ever since I got into collaging. This was kind of fun. These tickets were just a perfect size for tags or journaling cards. Hi, Joe Roy. Nice to meet you. And then I am keeping my receipts. This is a postal receipt. I haven't decided how I'm going to work with them yet. Oh, I do have 2 of these. See, look at me go. I could make a cover out of these. Wouldn't that be? I was thinking when I seen these that it might be kind of a fun little 2 or 3 ring binder thing, or even just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just all in the fact that you're having fun using a product that, would normally go into the landfill. So these are all just scraps. This is just scraps and inserts and booklets and letters. And this is the paper that's going to go into another journal. And then down here, we have a couple more cereal boxes. If I can get all the, not cereal, but cracker. I don't eat cereal. My husband eats cereal, but I eat crackers and breakfast bars and things. So I have this one, which this one This is a nice little size. Wouldn't that make an adorable? Oh, okay, Sassy, that makes sense. Isn't that a perfect size? And then you just cut this in half and overlap them, glue them together, and then that's a nice, cute little one without. But then you can cut any of these down. This is a different type of cardboard, almost. I don't know that it could be used in the way that we're using it, but I was thinking about a mixed media project with that. And then this was nice. Look at that. Yeah, that's what I was storing things in, the envelopes, until I went and found them. And then this one, again, I think more of a mixed media situation. But remember, you're invited to do the 3-year anniversary, which would be hand. So if you're looking at your recycling and you have something big enough, trace your hand out. All right. And then I'm asking that they would hang from the top, and you decorate it. They're about 11 inches. And I've been working on these mixed media. So I'm adding layers and layers and layers on here. Not every one of them has gotten something done to them, but I've been trying. So again, with the cereal boxes, with the cardboard, oh, here's one. This one I'm trying to get to be pink and crazy, but I put some triangles on there. Kind of fun. And then that journal, you guys, that I cannot find right now, of course, because seriously, I am a mess. I traced my hand on there on a journal cover. I was so excited about how it turned out. So that'll come out Sunday. All righty. So is there any questions? Or remember, Mimi's putting out an embellishments the video today, which is going to be so awesome. But what we worked on, and what I'll try to get finished up so that I can show you the completed project, is oatmeal box, right? And the first time you seen this, it was all brown because I had textured on it with napkin. Now I show it to you, and had been worked with some, but we added some more, and then we added the inside. What do we got here? Got a little piece that's moving around on us. Not allowed. There we go. And then we have the envelopes processed majorly. There's a little bit more work to be done. And then they will get sewn in here like this. And then I will cut a piece of cardstock or whatever I want to cover each side, and they will become a tag holder. That's my plan. And my plan is because every Wednesday from now on, and then my tags will stick out the top here. That's what my plan is. I probably should have shortened those just a little bit. I wonder if I should. Now that I'm thinking about it, let me find a ruler and see, because my tags, I probably wouldn't make more than 6 inches tall. Yeah, I need to shorten those at least down a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch. Okay, well, see, that's good to know. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet to me, and I so appreciate you hanging out and doing this. This has been such a fun journey for me, because really I was already saving all the stuff. So this came right at the perfect time for me to start getting rid of this stuff. And I told my husband, you kept wet wipes in? What is the name of those things you kept? These are Nuvo embellishments mousse and the Inca Gold. I think these are, I'm not sure if these are lesser expensive, to be honest with you, but I would recommend, if you're going to invest into a product, this is Viva brand, I would get the Inca Gold, and I would just buy like the 3 or 4 basic colors that you would use. I have a lot of them over here between the two. My favorite is in the Inca Gold. My favorite is the Old Silver, believe it or not. Yeah, it's in this one, it's the pink, because I think that's so pretty. But yeah, I just put the wet baby wipe in there and I'll spray it and it keeps them damp because otherwise they'd be dry as a bone and gone. And I've had some other things that have dried up and I've had to throw away, which was sad, but it happens. You know, I haven't been doing mixed media the way I used to, so it's on me. It is on me. All righty, ladies, I am going to go. So look at all your cracker boxes, all of your envelopes, all that differently, and then share some things this month and add the hashtag. And let's all inspire each other to get out of the box, but in this case, in the box, right? Bye, ladies. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.